I agree with like 90% of what you said, AP. The one part that like I don't agree with is that women don't set the temperature of a household. It's always the man. And that's what makes the difference of whether that woman has a positive um, environment for the children or not, right? And here's why I say that. If that man is a good, honest man doing everything he's supposed to do and all of that stuff, and we're assuming that she's a good woman as well, he can be out the house for 14 hours, barely be present, but his influence takes over. She knows if something comes up, he's going to be there. She knows if she needs backup when it comes to discipline, that he's going to be there. All of that stuff allows her to rest in her femininity and continue to create and nurture the positive environment that he's instilled, right? When we see some of these men, because I think this is what the video was talking about, some of these men that don't do the things that they're supposed to do, that don't show up as the men that we would hope for them to, that woman then takes on a burden. Because that was just a short clip in a longer interview. That's what she's talking about. She's talking about the women who should leave for their happiness in order to have a happier environment. It's always dependent on the man.
May I rebut real quick, Miss Tan? Okay, so I understand what you're saying, but are women not allowed to have bad days? And is it our job as men to remain stoic, right? That's our job, so that we don't make emotional and irrational decisions for the home. Who is responsible for the day-to-day care of the children? Typically, it's the female. While I agree that it is a man's responsibility to return his home back to center, and I believe that he must understand his woman in order to do that. However, if a woman's having an off day, she 100% controls the way the home works. The way the home, well, not works, because I think that's the man. The feeling inside the home. So with that being said, sorry. With that being said, if she's having an emotional day, let's say she's having that emotional week, and I'm not saying this should happen all the time, by the way, but if she's having that emotional week and we as men can't really I hate the word can't, but can't really pull that back, we got to give her that space. She controls that temperature of the house. There, I don't think that there's a, aside from Marcus, I don't think that there's a man on this panel who says that that they can control 100% how their woman feels. But we have to understand that we can help adjust that temperature. But if she doesn't calm down, the home is hot. That's just the way it is.
So
That's just the way it is. Now I believe that we should understand our women, and we should understand what, that if maybe it's a tub of ice cream and maybe it's a hug, who knows? But you have to understand your woman enough to understand what it will take to cool the temperature down in the house. But she 100% controls it. Period. We can only help adjust it. We're the thermostat. She's the air that comes out. If the air conditioner not working, then it's a whole nother problem. But I think from that video, I think he was talking from a longer term standpoint. Now, we don't need to have chaos inside of our homes, and I believe men are responsible for fixing that. Yes. But in regards to how the kids are, the kind of day the kids end up having, shit. The direction of the house, yes. Kind of day, like that's on the woman. We can't control 100% of the house. That's the reason why you have a woman. I mean, shit. Pardon my language. I'm sorry. I'm not cursing at you, Enos. Sorry.
Tan. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, HG. Whatever.
Yeah, real quick.
I believe Tan was next, sir. You just gonna cut off Tan? Is that what you gonna do?
Yes, for the time being, you
Fuck
know.
Tan. Is that what you just said? No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Absolutely not. Why are you being so vocal with the nice ladies on the panel?
bro.
Jeez.
You went in.
Bro,
Are you
I have
choosing
had
violence with me, AP?
I have had 7 shots. I don't know what's
Yeah, I
going
was gonna
on.
say that's that 1738 he
Are
been
you
throwing
even
back.
better,
Jeez.
AP?
God dang.
Go
You
My
ahead.
know, you
bad,
used to be
bro.
the smooth operator. Now you're out here just trying to murder people.
But
Jeez.
no. Look, I think Inaz actually picks on me sometimes, and I be getting in my feelings.
Listen,
She controls my temperature sometimes on the panel.
listen. I thought Inaz would like she had laser focus on me like she has laser focus on chaotic. I thought I was public enemy number 2. But, you know, upon further conversation, I just realized that, you know, she just don't agree and she's going to voice that she don't agree. So, I mean, it is what it is. But on this particular case,
Well, quit being wrong.
well, actually, I wasn't wrong. It just was a
I'm
difference
just
of
messing with
opinion.
you, bro. Go
Come on,
ahead.
But
y'all.
anyways, um, before I was rudely interrupted by the AP. Um, but
Wait a minute, bro.
I
Yeah, that
think
was me. I'm sorry. My bad,
but
HD.
I think the problem with what you're saying, AP, is that too many men allow their women to quote unquote set the temperature when it's the man's responsibility to set the atmosphere. And she's supposed to follow the example that you set. If she's out here losing her goddamn old mind in the house, you just gonna let her do that and think that she don't control the temperature of the house? If your woman is in the house and she's unhappy and she wants everybody to feel the same way that she feels, you don't have to just let her be up in the house, losing her goddamn own mind, just because she feel like she got the right to, because she feels some type of way. And that's the reason why I don't agree with you that she sets the temperature. But I do understand the impact that a mother and a woman has, that she can for sure shift the atmosphere in the house. Because if your woman is able to quote unquote set the temperature of the house, she is then the leader. Because the thing is, you know, back in the day, you was told not to touch that thermostat. You know why? It's because there's other people that are the leader of the household and they set the temperature of the home. So I think that, in my personal opinion, that I understand what you were saying. I just don't agree with the way that you use the terminology that she sets the temperature. She definitely has a massive impact. A lot of times when women have a bad day, you about to have a bad day. But that don't mean you can't sit here and say, girl, you done lost your goddamn on mind. You need to chill out. And if she wants to continue to have an attitude, you can let her have her attitude and then you can continue to go on about your business. I just think too many men have learned the behavior, happy wife, happy life. And I'm going to do whatever I can and not piss her off. And then I will continue to get to what I get to for me after she is in her world and she's happy, you know. And I think too many men have adapted that mentality, and it has caused the downfall of a lot of relationships.